Pakistan has been facing economic challenges for a number of years, and its current economic crisis can be attributed to a combination of internal and external factors. Some of the key reasons for Pakistan's economic crisis include high inflation. Pakistan has been facing high inflation for a number of years, with prices of essential goods and services increasing at an alarming rate. This has put a strain on the purchasing power of the common people and has also affected the overall economic growth of the country. One of the key reasons for high inflation is the depreciation of the Pakistani rupee against major currencies, making imports more expensive. Additionally, the government's monetary policies have not been effective in controlling inflation, which has further aggravated the problem. Trade deficit. Pakistan's trade deficit has been widening over the years, which means that the country is importing more goods and services than it is exporting. This has put pressure on the country's foreign exchange reserves and has also increased its external debt. One of the key reasons for the widening trade deficit is the lack of competitiveness of Pakistani products in the international market, which has resulted in a decline in exports. Additionally, the government's import policies have not been effective in curbing the import of non-essential goods, which has further aggravated the problem. Declining exports. Pakistan's exports have been declining over the years, which has put further pressure on the country's trade deficit. This is mainly due to the lack of competitiveness of Pakistani products in the international market, as well as a lack of investment in the manufacturing sector. The lack of investment in the manufacturing sector has resulted in a decline in the quality and quantity of Pakistani products, which has made them less attractive to international buyers. Additionally, the high cost of doing business in Pakistan has also contributed to the decline in exports. Political instability. Pakistan has been facing political instability for a number of years, with frequent changes in government and a lack of consensus on key economic policies. This has created an uncertain business environment and has deterred foreign investment. The frequent changes in government have also resulted in a lack of continuity in economic policies, which has made it difficult for businesses to plan for the long term. Additionally, political instability has also resulted in a lack of trust in the government, which has negatively impacted the country's economic development. Energy crisis. Pakistan has been facing an energy crisis for a number of years, with frequent power outages affecting the country's economic activity. This has also discouraged foreign investment and has negatively impacted the country's industrial sector. The energy crisis is mainly due to the lack of investment in the energy sector, which has resulted in a shortfall in the production of electricity. Additionally, the government's inability to collect electricity bills from consumers has also contributed to the energy crisis. Terrorism. Pakistan has been facing a significant terrorism problem for a number of years, which has negatively impacted the country's economic activity. This has also deterred foreign investment and has led to a decline in tourism. The terrorism problem is mainly due to the government's failure to effectively tackle extremist groups operating within the country. Additionally, the presence of these groups has created an uncertain business environment, which has deterred foreign investors. Poor governance and corruption. Pakistan has been struggling with poor governance and corruption for a number of years, which has negatively impacted the country's economic development. This has also deterred foreign investment and has led to a decline in public trust in the government. The poor governance and corruption problem is mainly due to the lack of transparency in government transactions and the lack of effective institutions to curb corruption. Additionally, the absence of a strong rule of law has made it difficult to enforce contracts and protect property rights, which has deterred investors.